Well, I think the hike starts over here. Let's see how the hike itself is. So, the West Highland Way. What is African Trail? Well, it's according to many lists one of the most beautiful trails in the whole world. I'm not sure if it's true or not. We'll see about that. But it's around 150 kilometers or 96 miles out of my head, and it goes all the way from basically a little bit above Glasgow all the way to Fort William. On top of that's a little town across the highest mountain in Scotland or UK. And the road itself is supposed to be quite flat, so that's gonna be freaking easy if that's the case. And there's one thing you have to be wary of on this hike, and that are the midges. You can prepare that for that. You can prepare yourself for that a little bit. You can buy some. Well, can I show you? Well, you see later in the clip, I guess, because but there's like this hat thing around you. This what stops the bugs basically, and a little bit of bug spray basically. Well, so we will see whatever happens. Curious to see how it goes. That seems very disturbing. That kind of wood-like art. Strange, but very yeah, special though. After Glasgow, it's actually also quite a bit of, well, not not a lot of road walking, but near the road walking. And now I'm walking on a road, so it's not the start. It was nice, but it wasn't perfect. On the other hand, the hike is still quite large, so we will see how it goes. Here, this is the famous West Highland Way. It's not a perfect trail, as you can see. Hello there. So I stopped quite early, unfortunately, because I was so tired in my legs. It was quite insane. It was actually starting to hurt just a little bit, so I decided to stop quite early, unfortunately. And the weather is so awesome, and it's still so long light, so I really want to continue, but listen to your body, unfortunately. But it's the best thing you can do. Don't push yourself. Don't go over your limits. No point in that. And well, I'm wild camping in a beautiful spot, and you probably wonder how are the midges today. Well, were they even there? I don't know. To be honest, I saw some small animals trying to do something, but I, well, smashed them before they could do anything. But the mostly annoying thing were the flies. You know, the zooming little bzzz. Those were annoying, but for the rest, midges? No, didn't really see them. But maybe I'm now entering the highlands more. Maybe I will see them more right now. I'm not sure. But also with wild camping so far, nothing. Really nothing. Only a lot of like flies again who were curious. And also the reason why I'm so tired is because I woke up this morning at 3 in the midnight. I went to the airport walking. And since then I went to Glasgow, and then I started the walk. So it was a very long day. So that's also a contribution why I'm really tired right now. But so far pretty nice trail. Not the best I've done, but it was nice and relaxing. Yeah, this is where I wild camp. It's pretty nice because there's a little creek over there, and there's the trail. You know what's quite great about Scotland, and that's why I decided to go here, is that you can legally wild camp here. It's not illegal here. How amazing is that? And I actually want to go to Sweden first, but it's too much trouble just for another hike. So I want to do the Kungsleden, but I felt like, okay, it's quite a lot of effort. Also with all the airports and that trouble there. So I thought, okay, I'm going to go to Scotland. It's basically the same thing. It's a bit rough. You can wild camp. That's why I wanted in the hike, and that's why I get here as well. So why would I go all the way to Sweden to find it there? Well, I can also find it here. So yeah. Well, this is for today. Goodbye. For any of the viewers here, we're now in Balmana, and if you look at this area, you're not allowed to wild camp here. There are these marks over here, this one, and as you can see along the side of the log, you are not allowed to wild camp. This is purely because a lot of people from Glasgow came and they basically made a mess of it. So they're basically enforcing it all along the road here. Here's another one, here, all of it. Then here as well, but that's not relevant. So just be careful with that. I also spoke to a ranger because I was curious about the whole situation, but they told me they're not gonna give fines that quickly. Only if you're only if you do something severe like burning the forest or having a party, drugs, alcohol, or just leave a lot of garbage behind. Only then they give you a fine, they told me. And in other cases just talk to you or just ask you to move on. But I'm not entirely sure if this is true or not, because Maddie told me she knew a few people who were fined. And all of these rangers have all of their individual choices to make. Some of them might want to give you a fine or not, I'm not sure. But so just stay out of this area, wild camping wise. You can still do it. I mean, if I look around, if you hide well enough and you do it all the way in the dark and you move really early again, it's still possible, I think. But I wouldn't risk it if I were you. Hello there. So the building behind me is called a bovvy. It's basically a place where you are allowed to stay and also sleep and cook. The only thing you have to do is don't leave any garbage behind and respect the other people. So I'm just basically gonna cook here and then gonna move on because, well, if there are other people joining later, I don't like that, and if they even snore, I sincerely don't like that at all. So I'm not gonna sleep here at all, but I'm just gonna cook here and then move on. But I'm gonna show you how it looks from the inside. It's quite nice. Okay, so this one is called Raw Choice Bovvy. Let's have a look inside, and this is basically it. Very simple, and there's even, let's have a look, a fireplace. I can imagine if it's like raining a lot, then this is a wonderful spot. Also, if there's other people, you can just laugh together about raining and that you're hiking. That's so funny. And you can stay here together. Only then I think it's acceptable. But for now, still very early in the day. And by the way, it's also very late light here, until 12. So late, seriously. Well, this is the longest day I've ever walked. I think it's already 10:20 or something like that in the evening. I actually want to stop at 8. But all the wild camping spots which I wanted to take were already taken. So that was quite a bummer. And then I saw an okay spot, and then I was attacked by a million midges. So you probably saw the last clip. There's a little building there with like the one I explained in the last clip, and I'm gonna stay there. I don't care anymore. I'm really tired. Well, I decided to wild camp because yesterday when I entered that building over there, you saw in the last clip, there was this quite a big, probably really nice guy, but quite big. And he was snoring all night, at least that was my thought. And somebody else was sleeping there who was also hiking, and he confirmed to me that he was indeed snoring the whole night. So my presumption was right. And I had a good quiet night. I'm really happy with that. insanely lucky. The last 4 months I've been hiking, there was barely any rain, but I expected a lot of rain in Scotland because, well, I just read again that this is apparently one of the wettest places in all of Britain, and it's dry here, sunny. And the sign I've just read was like it was raining 300 days a year, and now it's sunny. I really think it's insane. Really think so. It's insane. How lucky am I? And this trail isn't that long, so I'm almost finished. And tomorrow should also be a good day, and the day afterwards should be okay, I guess. But I feel really lucky. Absolutely lucky. They call this foresty walk, but why don't they recall it to deforestation? You know what I mean? Because this is just one big mess. How can this be good for the environment? Probably not. That's something I do dislike about this hike. It's just, until now, and I'm halfway over it already, it's just too much a bit along the road. And also the deforestation you saw in the last clip. Yeah, that actually brings down this hike for me, to be honest. Well, good morning. I didn't film where I was while camping this morning, but it was a really hectic evening and morning. There were so many midges again. It was absolutely crazy. I went out for peeing last night, and I had the tent open for like 1 second, and like I don't know, 20, 30, 40 midges or something like that came in my tent. So that was really annoying, to be honest, and I now feel it's a bit itchy, so might be midges again. And also, if I look at the hike again, just have a look, you understand? Here, cars and cut down forest again. Great. But if I then look to my right, look how beautiful these green big hills are. I mean, that's very unique. So that's still very nice about this hike. Campsite for a change. I've walked the whole day with a woman who was really nice, so maybe tomorrow we walk together again, I'm not sure. But campsites in Scotland are better than in England because they have a big competition here regarding wild camping, so the prices are a bit lower, so that's nice. But for the rest, pretty okay campsites, and that was for the rest of the hiking day, so good night. Oh, maybe people are interested in how the pitch looks like here on the campsite, so I'll show you just in case. Well, nice and a lot of space. And then over here you have the Scottish Highlands. Pretty great view so far. The rest I killed the time, so see you tomorrow. Bye. Well, this is the most remote hotel in all of Scotland, and it's around 250 years old. So here another little fact. So yeah. that hotel in the first clip. Well, after that there's another like 400 to 500 meter climb, and it's called the Devil's Staircase or something like that. It's not that difficult really. Don't worry about it. You'll make it. It's quite easy. After that, it's quite a big descending down basically, and that's to the town I'm in right now, which I don't know the name of, but it's actually not that difficult this hike so far. Midges are also not that bad during the day, I think. They're more like a nuisance in the morning and later in the evening, but for now in this area it seems okay. Probably because you're also closer to the coastline, the wind is a bit harder maybe. And for the rest, well, I spend my time at the hostel with the woman I'm walking with. And well, I didn't want to pay for the campsite there because it was like £15, which is pretty expensive. So I just was camping here basically. Here this one was camp, not bad. This is called a dragonfly. Beautiful creature. Stunning. A little bit of a quiet part of Fort William. Well, here's the hiker with the sore feet. And over there is a sign of the end of the West Highland Way. I did it. Freaking finished my bucket list when it comes to hiking. Incredible. I only couldn't do the Jordan Trail in Petra, but maybe next time. But for now I'm really happy. Journey isn't over. I like to do it a little bit more, so I'll probably go to Germany next time.